Hey, it's Damien from Marketing Food Online. So in this video, I'm going to talk all about our Amazon store and our experience selling on Amazon. Several years back, actually it was 12 years ago, my wife and I were both let go from our job and we were making around $15 an hour. Our Amazon store is only one of 6 of our e-commerce businesses and it brings in over $100,000 a year with our own food and snack business. And I'm going to explain to you how we do that and a little bit about our history of why we got started. We're going to get into that right now. Hey, it's Damien from Marketing Food Online. So in this video, I'm going to talk all about our Amazon store and our experience selling on Amazon. Several years back, actually it was 12 years ago, my wife and I were both let go from our job and we were making around $15 an hour. Our Amazon store is only one of 6 of our e-commerce businesses and it brings in over $100,000 a year with our own food and snack business. And I'm going to explain to you how we do that and a little bit about our history of why we got started. We're going to get into that right now. All right, so it is Damien and I'm back, and as I mentioned in the introduction, I'm going to show you how we went from making $15 an hour to making over $600,000 in sales on Amazon. And I'm going to give you a little disclaimer. This is not something that happened overnight, and I'm not going to tell you that's going to work out in the next 5 or 6 months. It has taken a few years for us to get to this level, but me and my wife have done it all on our own. We've actually built a brand on Amazon and of course 5 other websites including Etsy and eBay and of course our own website as well. But it has taken some time to do this. And just to give you a little bit of snippet of what we've done, here is, for instance, our sales. This is the first week of this year alone. We are at nearly $3,000 in Amazon. Now, I'm going to go ahead and change this because just to show you that these are our last year, the last 12 months, we did over $121,800. That's just on Amazon, and that's not including all of our other stores. Now, why do I show you this? I'm not showing you to brag or to boast. I'm going to tell you, if you're watching this video, you could do exactly the same thing because I am absolutely no different than you. I'm just dedicated to our business, and when we got let go in 2008, both of us got let go from our jobs. We decided to open our Italian bakery and take the dive into being entrepreneurs because I always had in the back of my mind this idea that I could do this. Now, I didn't know exactly how I would pull this off, but I just knew that I wanted to have my own business and I had a desire to do it and a passion. That's the whole purpose of this video, is to explain to you and hopefully give you some motivation if you're kind of on the fence, even in the middle of what's going on right now in 2021. You can definitely pull this off and create a business online. If you are passionate about your food product, and I don't care if it's hot sauces, spices or seasonings or tea, or even a food truck, you want to succeed at it, you got to simply put your mind to it. Now, it's been some bumps in the road. I'm not going to tell you it was smooth and easy, but it was definitely something that we were able to do, and it's something that I'll never regret doing, and I look back on it as something that's fantastic. We've made some really great decisions, and we made some decisions that have cost us severely financially, but we got back on our feet in the last several years. We have pulled off some really amazing sales. Now, how does this work on Amazon if you want to start selling your own brand? And the gourmet food category is actually a really unique category because it's one that you have to get ungated. Now, what does that mean, Damien? I don't know anything about Amazon, but I know that maybe I can pull this off. Getting ungated is actually the process that they're going to put you through to find out if you've got invoices, to make sure you're incorporated, make sure that you're a legitimate business, and a handful of other documentation. It's been almost about 7 years. It was 2014, in July of 2014, when we got onto Amazon when we first started, and we've been there ever since. So year after year, year over year, we've actually increased our sales, but with an increase of sales comes a lot of increasing in challenges as far as meeting the metrics, making sure that customer service is there. You have to fall in line with a lot of metrics, and you can't step out of that because that would obviously not be good for your store because you probably won't be on there very long. The one thing about Amazon is it's a brutal business if you're not very familiar with e-commerce. I didn't start on Amazon when we started our business. I actually started on eBay, and we're still on eBay now, but then I went from there to Etsy. On Etsy, we've actually pulled off over $120,000 in sales since being there. But again, that too did not happen in 1 year, did not happen overnight. But that was something that took the same amount of work and dedication to make it happen. Now, when you get onto Amazon, and once you do get ungated, the process to create listings, have great photos, have great keywords, the right descriptions and the titles, there's a lot to fall into place in order for that to happen just before you even get a customer to buy your product. Now, a few things you want to keep in mind. Feedback. If you're going to be selling on Amazon, I'm going to tell you right now, you're not going to always get 100% feedback or thumbs up. And if you do get some negative feedback, don't take it to heart. You got to set your emotion out of running a business. I don't care what kind of a business you're in, but especially when you're online, because the feedback can come back really quickly, and it can either be positive and fantastic and 5 stars, or maybe not. And if it's not, you can't approach that in a way that's emotional, getting upset or getting angry or bitter or all that, because that won't allow you to succeed and progress forward in your business. I know when I first started, and on eBay actually, we started to get a couple of feedbacks that weren't very good, but I was able to try to figure out how to make it right. But at the end of the day, you're going to have those instances. So if you're very emotional about things, if you don't want to just toughen up and you can't do a business and basically run a business basically for what it is as a business, then being online and running one is probably not something you should dive into. Now, next up, the one thing that you need to also make sure you're able to handle is high levels of customer service. Amazon expects some seriously high level of customer service, and you have to be on top of it. They will literally gauge you, and you have to stay within the metrics. And there's a certain period of time to even answer questions and respond for customer feedback, customer questions, or emails from customers. So you got to maintain a high level of customer service. So if you're great with people, then I would say recommend you do it. If you're not really into getting back to people's questions or hearing some negative comments or questions about products, don't get online and don't go onto Amazon, okay? Next, you have to be proactive. Every single day, you need to run your business. Being an e-commerce owner, being an e-commerce entrepreneur is not a set it and forget it and press the button and you can walk away, come back in a few weeks. You have to be proactive. We are on our stores every single day. We log in around 6:30 to 7 and we don't log off till about 9 or 10 at night. We are constantly running sales. We are constantly filling orders. We're printing shipping labels and we're making the product. Our business is a little different because every order we get, we actually make the product only to order. So we have very little waste, almost zero waste for our business, which is a unique model compared to an Italian bakery that we used to run where we had a lot of waste. So if you have the time and you're going to dedicate to it, you got to be online. You got to log into your account. You got to be able to interact with customers, answer questions, make orders, ship stuff. It's got to be very proactive. So if you cannot be proactive, I would not recommend you start any type of business. Now, the next thing up is brand registry. One of the benefits that we have, because we are a registered brand on Amazon, that gives us a lot of additional tools to make some fantastic listings. There's a lot of other features that are open for you once you get onto the brand registry as opposed to not being. So I would recommend, number one, before you apply for the brand registry, you need to have a trademark. You need to trademark your product. That is something you should start early because it could take anywhere from 6 to 8 months for you to actually get a trademark approved if you get it approved. And if you don't, you go back and forth with the USPTO office. So it becomes a very tedious and time-consuming thing. But in order to become brand registered, we actually had to show our trademark, and that is something you need to do as well. So with this being said, I'm going to give you just a handful of those tips and pointers. These are some of the things that you would encounter being on Amazon. But can Amazon make your business a success? Yes, in a big, big way. Is it not always fair? Do things not always work out in the right way, even when you do the right thing? Unfortunately, yes, okay? But that's the risk you take, and nothing's guaranteed, okay? Nothing obviously in life is ever guaranteed, and I can tell you that because we were let go from our job and we had to figure it out. So when we and my wife put our heads together, we just went down to it and just started our business and moved forward. We made a lot of great decisions, and we made some that we probably can really learn from. But all in all, Amazon is a great platform to sell a product, and it's a great place to build a brand if you're looking to do that. Now, do I make $121,000 a year without any work at all or just posting a minimal amount of effort? Absolutely not. Every single day, before I do these videos late into the night, I'm working all day long building our brand and making sure that our customers get taken care of. The reason why I show you these numbers again is you could do the exact same thing. If you dedicate yourself to it, learn from the videos that I've offered, learn from the other videos on YouTube about Amazon, build your business on Amazon. It would be a huge benefit for you. So If the video was helpful, do give me a big thumbs up. If you have any questions about what I discussed, let me know down below, and I'll be more than happy to get to it as soon as I can. Thanks for watching Marketing Food Online. And if you are looking to create your own food truck, start a home-based food business under the cottage food law, franchise a food operation, start a packaged food business, private label your own food product, sell on Amazon, get your own online store, or sell food online, remember to subscribe and check out